Okay, right, fine. So let me talk about, so what is the power of Python language? Okay, and why we are using a Python and what is the use of this Python is, right? So anyway, first what I'm talking about is what is a Python language is, right? So what is a Python language and what is the use of this Python is, right? That is what is a today's workshop objective is. And who can learn Python and what are the jobs related with the Python. So we'll be discussing all these things, okay, as a part of this workshop. Okay, so what is a Python is, you know it, like Python is a, okay, Python is one programming language. Okay, it is a programming language like C, C++, Java. Okay, like that Python is also one programming language. Okay, and this Python programming okay, language is developed by one Dutch scientist. Okay, developed by one Dutch scientist who's called as, okay, Guido van Rossum. Okay, he's a father of Python. Okay, and this Python language is conceived in the year 1989. Okay, so the first version of Python is the first version. See, first version of Python is, okay, released, okay, released in 1991. But Python is conceived in the year 1989. Okay, conceived in the year in the year 1989. Okay, 1989, and implementation, I mean development of Python is, okay, started in the year, okay, 1990. It started in the year 1990. Okay, yes. So Python language is one of the oldest programming language. It is older than Java only, right? This language is older than Java language. Okay. So Python is a programming language, and Python programming language developed by one Dutch programmer. And who's that Dutch programmer is Guido van Rossum. Okay. And Python language is conceived in the year 1989, and development of Python is started in the year 1990. Okay, and the first version of Python is released in the year 1991. Okay, it is released in the year 1991. Okay, now, so it is one of the oldest programming language. Okay, it is one of the oldest programming language. Okay, so compared to other programming languages like Java as well as what, .NET. Okay, so fine. So this language implementation is done. Okay, this language or Python language is developed. Python language is developed. Okay, developed in C language. Okay, so you can say C is a mother of all the programming languages, right? So here Python language is developed in which language? C language. Okay, so implementation is done in C language. See, most of the programming languages are written in C language only. For example, C++. C++ is implemented in C language, and Java is implemented in C language. Python is implemented in C language, and if you take C sharp, and these languages are implemented in what? C language. Now you can say C is a mother of all programming languages. Okay. So most of the programming languages are implemented in what? C, because C language is a mother of all the languages, and it is one of the powerful language which is able to communicate with the hardware and all the things. By using all these features, the developers uh, invent new languages, right? So Python language is developed in C language, and initially Python is called as a C Python. Okay, initially Python is called as what? C Python. Okay. Now this is about what is a Python is, right? Okay. Yes, we'll see that. We'll see that. So what is yes, we'll see that. Okay, now what is Python? We have seen. Okay. Then next is why this Python language is so popular. Okay. Or before that, I just want to tell you what is the prerequisites. What is the prerequisites for learning Python? Okay, who can who can learn who can learn Python? Who can learn Python here? Okay. Suppose I'm a graduate, engineering graduate, right? Okay. I'm a BE, okay, or BTech, okay, okay. Now maybe I'm from IT, okay, it may be IT or non-IT, okay, non-IT. So you are IT or non-IT, okay. Now you are a BSc or you are a BCom, okay, BSc or BCom, IT or non-IT, okay. So BSc, BA, BCom, I'm saying IT and non-IT means in BSc you have CS, computer science. In BCom also you have a computer applications stream. I mean specialization, right? So IT or non-IT, or you are a MBA, okay, you are a MCom, okay. So okay, MBA or MCom, right? And you are a any graduate because graduation is required. Any graduate able to learn this Python course because Python is what your beginner's language. So your Python is a beginners. Okay, it is a beginner's language. Okay, it is a beginner's language, right? So it is a beginner's language. So when you're saying it is a beginner's language, okay, I think you know it. In CBSE 8th standard, they introduce Python. Yes, Python is one of the easiest programming language, okay, compared to other languages. For example, if a person want to learn Java, if a person want to learn Java, you need to know C++. Okay. If a person want to learn .NET, you should know C and C++ again. But for learning Python, is it required to know anything? No, not required anything. You don't require any prerequisites. Okay. So for learning Python language, for learning for learning Python language, for learning Python language, okay, not required any programming knowledge, not required any programming knowledge or not required any programming background or any programming knowledge. Okay, knowledge is not required. Any programming knowledge. So you don't require any programming knowledge. Knowledge is not required. Okay. You don't require to know any programming knowledge. Okay. So you have to understand this. Not required any programming knowledge. So okay, fine. I'm saying okay, you don't require any programming knowledge. For example, a person is BCom. For example, a person is BCom. Okay, BCom, or a person is what here BSc, or a person is MBA. Okay, and a person is what here MCom. Okay, now these people, okay, they do Python. Okay, for example, these people do the Python course. These people will do the Python course. Now, is it any possibility of getting the job? Is it any possibility of getting the job if they learn only Python? Okay, so only Python. So nowadays companies looking for what specializations. Nowadays companies are looking for what specializations. Specializations means okay, now I am a BCom. Okay, BCom or MBA or MCom or BSc. If I learn only Python, is it any chances of getting a job? Okay, I'll say no, because you have to do some specializations. Okay, specializations means now these people are suitable as a business analyst. They can do the business analyst or data analyst. Okay, or they can go for data scientist. Okay, business analyst or data scientist, or they can go for which one? Cloud. They can go for a cloud business analyst or data analyst or data scientist or cloud. Okay, cloud. Now these things you can go for it. Okay, those who are BCom, BSc, MBA, and what MCom, right? BCA. Okay, BCA, right? BCA. Now you are BCA, no problem. BCA. Now you can go for what Python. First you start with the Python, and after learning the Python, you can go for business analyst or data analyst or data scientist, or you can go for AWS cloud. Okay, AWS cloud, right? Okay. So here, now this is one thing. Okay, now you are a, yes. Now you are a, now why Python is so popular? Because nowadays most of the companies, they are investing on what one new technology. What is that new technology is? Okay, okay. All these are synonyms. All these are synonyms. All these are synonyms, right? All these are synonyms. The job is the same: business analyst, data analyst, data scientist. Okay, so you can apply any one of this. Okay, these are synonyms. The meaning is the same: business analyst or data analyst or data scientist. Okay, all these are the same. So Python is one of the topmost programming language. Python is one of the topmost programming language. Okay, and the popularity of Python is increasing, right? Popularity of Python is what increasing. If we see the popularity of programming languages, okay, if you see the popularity of programming languages according to the this one, okay, now you can see the popularity of Python is day by day increasing it. Now this is a market share. What is the market share here? 29.66. Okay, now if you see Java, right? Now the popularity of this Java is decreasing it. Okay, not only this, if you see any other website like popularity TIOB index, right? If you see the popularity of the programming languages, okay, you can see now which one is the topmost programming language here? Python. So almost it is given 20%. Okay, so Python last year is one, and this year is also it is one. Okay, now this popularity is based on what usage. This popularity is based on what usage in the software industry. Okay, this popularity is based on the usage in software industry, and not only that. So many big companies, so many big companies are, so many big companies are okay. So many big companies are funding Python. So many big companies are involved in development of Python language. If you see the official website of Python, that is python.org. Now Python is maintained by one organization. Okay, what is that organization is PSF. PSF stands for Python Software Foundation. Okay, Python Software Foundation. If you see this PSF, now there are so many people are involved in development of which language? Python language. It means these are the official sponsors. Now when you're saying sponsors, okay, these are the sponsors, means they are funding. These people are funding the development of Python language. So which people are funding the development of Python language? So there are so many people are there. See here. The PSF would not be possible without genuine financial help from the following sponsors. So while the PSF thanks the sponsors for their support, okay, they are supporting it, right? Okay, now these people are involved. See here, very big companies. So visionary sponsors. It means Google is using what? Python. Fastly is using what? Python. NVIDIA using is what? Python. Meta, Bloomberg. Okay. So even if you see some other companies like Microsoft is using what? Python. These are visionary sponsors, right? Okay. Yes. Yes. It is an open source and it is maintained by one organization. It is an open source and it is maintained by one organization. Okay. It is maintained by one organization. So these are maintaining sponsors like AWS, right? So there are very big companies are involved. There are very big companies are involved, right? In contributing which language? Python language. It means when they are sponsoring it, what is the meaning of sponsoring it? They are investing, right? Then they are investing in development of what? Python language. It means these people are these people are involved or these people are using what language? Python language. There are very big companies out there. There are very big companies, those who are using which language? Python language. You can see all these are companies are sponsoring which language? Python language, right? Okay, so that's the reason. It means most of the big companies nowadays are using what? Python. And most of the big companies they are involved. They are investing on Python. They are investing on Python and development of what? Python. Because of that, this is one of the popular programming language. Now you have some visionary sponsors and supporting sponsors like that. You have a lot of people are there. Okay. Yes. So this is one of the thing which you can say. Now even sponsor applicate. Now if you want, you can also become a sponsor. Just clicking on this sponsors are there, and you also have what here? Members. Okay. No vendor for Python like for Java, Oracle is a vendor, .NET. So before Oracle, Java is maintained by Sun Microsystem. You know that? Okay. Before Oracle is take over, Java is maintained by Sun Microsystem. Sun Microsystem. Okay, na? Sun Microsystem is a what is Sun Microsystem? Is a vendor. Sun Microsystem is a vendor. No, no. Okay, Sun Microsystem is not vendor, right? Sun Microsystem is a vendor. Is Sun Microsystem is a vendor? Huh? Okay, right. So 2010 Java is acquired by Oracle, right? So it means last 10 years. Okay, it is a product of Oracle. It is a vendor. Oracle is a vendor. But before that, who's a vendor? Sun Microsystem. Huh? Who's a vendor? Sun Microsystem is a vendor. Huh? Okay, it is a company name, no? Sun Microsystem is a company name. Okay, right. Okay, na? Yes. Okay. Now, is it Java is a open source or proprietary? Java is a paid or free? Java is a paid or free? Is it open source or proprietary now? Licensed, right? Licensed. Okay. So that is a problem with that. Okay, na? Yes. So not free. Yes. Okay, but yes, that is what. Okay, not free. Java is not free. It is a proprietary, right? Very good. You should know that. You should know that, right? So now BCom, BSc, MBA, MCom, BCA, like these students, what they can do is they can learn Python and they can go for business analyst or data analyst, or they can do what here data science, or they can move to what cloud. And not only that, nowadays in engineering you have some specializations. Specializations like the people are now one person is saying about more about Java, right? Okay, no problem. Suppose now in engineering you have any specialization, you have a specialization uh, like cyber security. You do some specialization in what? Okay, some specialization in blockchain. You have a specialization in what? Data science. You have a specialization in what? Artificial intelligence, right? You have a specialization in artificial intelligence. Now, this is a buzzwords, right? Nowadays, these are buzzwords, IoT, right? These are nowadays buzzwords, and these are widely used applications in the market. Okay, even if you see the companies are investing, the government is investing on artificial intelligence. I think you know that, right? Okay. Now you may ask the question like, I'm a BCom graduate. Then I know only I don't know any language. Okay, person may ask you, I'm a BCom graduate and I don't know anything. I don't know anything about programming. Okay, I'm a BSc graduate. Okay, from some other stream or MBA or MCom or MSc or your pharmacy. Your background is not computer science. Okay, now then these people may worried about, is it possible to get a job if I learn Python? Okay, is it possible to get a job if I learn Python? Yes. Now, the thing is, now data analyst or business analyst, it is not related with software development, right? Business analyst or data analyst, this is not belongs to software development. Any organization or any business required a business analyst or data analyst for improving their business. Required a business analyst or data analyst for decision making or for improving their business, right? So compulsory you require day to day activities. Even a business required what? Business analyst or data analyst or data scientist. So don't think that this business analyst or data analyst is a job which belongs to the software development. Any organization, any business any business required any business required a business analyst or what? Data analyst. Suppose if you take a bank, if you day yes, day to day day-to-day activities, right? Day-to-day activities, they require this, right? Okay, so for that compulsory required a business analyst or what? Data analyst. Okay, yes. Now decision making. Okay, decision making. That is one of the important thing, right? Predictions. All this comes under business analytics. Analytics. You are saying it is analytics, right? Analytics means you do a lot of research and generate some data, right? So that based on the data, you take some decisions, right? So, so that is actually the job of business analyst or data analyst. For example, a simple example, if you see like central government is there. Okay, central government. Okay, like in COVID time. Okay, central government is there. Okay, and so now they want to take some decision like whether to continue COVID vaccination or not. Whether to continue COVID vaccination or not. Okay, then how they take the decision? Okay, so they collect the data. They collect the data from various states. Okay, like how many people are taken vaccination? How many people are taken vaccination between the given ages? How many people are taken first dose? How many people are taken second dose? Right? How many people are taken both the doses? Right? So like that, okay, like that, they collect all the data, and based on that, okay, that is what something like a survey and statistics. Yes, yes, that is what I'm telling you. Data analyst or data analytics. Analytics are nothing but completely belongs to what statistics, right? Now you are a BCom, you know statistics, right? You are a BSc, you have a statistics knowledge. You are an MBA or MCom or financial analyst. You may go for financial analyst or sales analyst or okay, anything you can do. But before that, what you have to learn first, Python. First, you have to learn what Python, and then go for any one of this, like business analyst or data analyst or data science. Anything you can do it. So for this, you don't require. For this, you don't require to have. For this, you don't require to have any programming knowledge. You start with the Python directly. You start with the Python directly. Okay. You start with the Python directly. Okay. So remember this. Okay, remember this here. Okay. Yes. The next one is okay. Now comes to this one. Now, for example, any graduate. This can be any graduate. Any graduate. This can done by any graduate. Any graduate can any graduate, or I'm just writing some specialized courses here, right? Any graduate, either BCom, BSc or MBA or MCom or what BCA, any person can do it, this course. Okay. For example, if you are a B, okay, or if you are a B Tech, okay. Now these people are there, no? So B Tech, you have an IT, okay, you are from IT or you are from non-IT. Now what is your chance of getting a job in Python? Okay. So now there are different things you can do in Python. Now you can do a Python. Okay, Python you can do. Okay, or you can go for now these people can go for which one? Okay, there is a full stack Python. Okay, these people can go for full stack Python. This is software development. This is completely related with software development. Okay, so the main objective of full stack Python is developing web applications or internet. Okay, developing web applications or internet applications. Developing web applications or internet applications. Okay, now this is software development. Okay, this job is what software development. Okay, the job is what your software development, right? So web applications are what internet applications. Web application or internet applications. So for doing this web application, whenever you're saying web application, now if you see full stack Python, which is contains so many modules. Okay, in Naresh IT, there is a module one where you start with a Python, and in Python you learn okay core Python. Now this Python language divided into two parts. One is a core Python, and one more is what here advanced Python. So there is a module 2 which consists of Python for data science. Okay. So you also learn because these people may want to go for okay data science. Then module 2 consists of Python for data science. Means you learn some tools belongs to the data science. So what you learn is you learn NumPy, numerical analysis, NumPy and data analytics. You do it by using pandas and data visualization, which is done by using matplotlib. Now these things you learn as a part of Python here. Suppose if you join only Python, suppose if you are doing only Python here, you are doing how many modules here? Two modules. That is a module 1, which is a Python, and module 2 is Python for what? Data science. Okay. Suppose if you join only Python, okay, you are doing module 1, which is Python, and module 2, which is Python for data science. Okay. So in Python, you learn core Python and one more is advanced Python. In module 2, which is Python for data science, where you learn NumPy, Pandas, and one more is a Matplotlib. So the graduate like BCom or BSc, so what they can do is they can just go for module 1 and module 2, which is nothing but Python. And after that, they can go for business analyst tools or BA tools, BI tools, okay, data analyst or data scientist. Okay. And if you want to become a web developer, then you can go for module 3. Okay, that is a part of full stack Python. So where you are learning, okay, front end. So where you are learning front end is there. So web means you need to learn user interface, and this is done by using HTML. Okay, HTML, CSS. Okay, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript and Bootstrap. You learn Bootstrap. You learn Bootstrap and you learn Angular. You learn Angular JS. And there is a module. Now this is called as a front end module. This is called as a front end module. So for web development, always a front end or web pages are designed by using this. Okay, and then backend will be there. So you learn backend. So this is a backend module, and in the backend you are learning some frameworks like Django. You are learning one framework like Flask, and you develop distributed applications using REST API. You develop distributed applications using REST API. Okay, enterprise applications are distributed. So there is one more module called module 5. Okay, module 5. In module 5, you learn databases. And here you have a databases. You learn databases like MySQL, and you also learn MongoDB. Okay, and there is a module 6. So what is this module 6 contain here is, okay, these are nothing but tools. Okay, these are nothing but tools. And what you learn in tools is you learn AWS basics, and you learn testing. You learn testing, and you learn Git and GitHub. You learn Git and GitHub, and you learn Docker. Okay. Now these are the things you learn as a part of which one? Module 6. Okay. So this is suitable for which people here, B Tech, or if you want to go for data science or data analyst or business analyst. So you don't require to go for full stack Python. You just do what here? Python. Okay. And if you have a multiple knowledge, it is very good. Suppose you do full stack Python, and even you can go for data analyst or business analyst or data scientist, right? Okay. Okay. Now see, web development means, so now suppose if you see very big companies. So the best example is now web development. Okay, I said about web development of Python. When you see the web development of Python, okay, so now daily use, okay, daily you work with Instagram, right? Instagram is written in which programming language, right? So Instagram uses otherwise. Instagram, oh, sorry, Instagram, okay, which programming Instagram uses which programming language? Okay. So I just put here Instagram uses which programming language? Okay. Uh, 1 minute. Okay. Now you can see somebody saying, right? So Instagram is built on combination of robust programming languages and frameworks, including what here? Python, including what here? Python, including what here? Django, and including what here? React Native. This technology work together to create a seamless user experience, and Python, known for its simplicity and what versatility, forms the backbone of Instagram backend, right? Now tell me one website which is written in Java. Tell me one website which you are using, okay, daily life, any web which is written in Java, Sairaj. Tell me one website, one application which is written in Java. Huh? Tell me, man. Amazon. Huh? Amazon is written in Java. Na? Huh? React.js. No, no, I'm not talking about banking applications. I'm not talking about banking. Okay, that is different. So say there are so many banks are there. Which bank? Tell me one bank. Tell me one bank. Huh? HSBC, huh? Okay. Twitter. Twitter uses Java, na? Okay. Now these are the list of web applications. Okay. Written. Okay, written in what here? Python. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, no problem here. I'm just asking. That's it. Okay. Now you can see there are so many applications. There are so many applications which are written in what Python, right? So because it is having a lot of features, now you can see a real world examples of Python in web development, right? These are the things, these are the people, those are using what Python. Okay. So what is this here? Netflix. Netflix is there, no? Okay, Netflix uses what here? Python. Okay, Netflix uses Python as a backend. Reddit. Reddit uses what? Python. Okay, and Spotify, music sharing app. This is also uses what? Python. Dropbox uses what? Python. Okay, and Quora. Quora uses what? Python. Uber uses what? Python. Amazon uses what? Python. Okay, Pinterest, which is image sharing app, uses what? Python. So LYFT is using what? Python. Okay, Google is using what? Python. Okay, and YouTube is using what? Python. Now Facebook is using what? Python. Instagram is using what? Python. Okay, so I showed you some applications, right? Okay, which is Django. Okay, understood? Okay, you got a clarity, Sairaj. Okay, right. So there are very big companies. Okay, these are product based companies, right? These are which companies, you know? These are which companies? Product based companies. These are product based companies and these are using Python as a part of their development. Okay, now as a part of their development. Okay, that's the reason I asked you, is it any company using Java? Okay, I can tell you, Sairaj. Okay, suppose if you take one bank, US banks like JP Morgan is there. JP Morgan, you know it, right? Okay, that uses what? Spring Boot. JP Morgan uses, right? Some hotels uses what? Java. Okay, right? Okay, like that. Even Python also used. Okay, but I'm not telling which hotel or which bank is using Python, right? Getting or not? Okay, there are so many things out there, so many organizations are there. So many organizations are there. Only Java uses banking applications, not like that. .NET is also there. Even .NET is also web development, right? Okay, but Python is everywhere. It is one of the versatile programming language. Okay, now it is one of the versatile programming language. Okay, now there is one popular game. What is that popular game is? You have one game, very big popular. Uh, what is that? Some game is there. Okay, previously most of the games was written in C, C++, right? But now even Python is take over that. It means Python is also written. I mean Python even used for developing games, right? No, these are two difference, right? Module 4 and module 5 and so module 5 and module 1, module 2, these both are different. Okay, because here you learn Python for data science, means how to use this NumPy, which is for matrices, matrix manipulation, linear algebra, okay, Fourier transformation, matrix manipulation, vector manipulation, linear algebra. All this you learn, okay, as a part of NumPy. Fourier transformation, all this you learn as a part of NumPy. Okay. So pandas is completely analytics. Okay, pandas is completely analytics, and then you can display the data in the form of graphs. Graphs are charts by using what matplotlib. Okay, as a part of matplotlib. Okay, yes. Skylearn, no. Why Skylearn? Sky, why Skylearn is used? Sklearn. What is Sklearn? I didn't get. No, what is the meaning of it? Okay, no problem. Okay, right. I think you understood this. Now you can go for a BTech full stack Python, which is having web applications or internet application development. But even these same people, what these people can do is no, okay, Sklearn. I don't know. MI modeling training. Okay. So I'm not talking about AI, right? Or it is a package. Scientific it learn. Okay. Scientific SkyPy. It's a library. Yes. Okay. Yes. It's a library. Yes. ML library. Okay. Okay. Fine. This is for BTech, and any graduate can go for this. So nowadays, one buzzword is there. What is it? AI. That is called as artificial intelligence, right? There is an AI, that is artificial intelligence, and most of the business analysts or data analysts, even they are using what AI. Now there is a data. What is AI? AI stands for AI is booming like anything. Even government people are investing on what AI. Most of the government projects they are implementing what AI. That is artificial intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence. Okay, public and private sectors are implementing what artificial intelligence, right? Every company nowadays investing on what artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence? Okay, it is nothing but applying the human intelligence to what machines, right? I want a machine should think like what a human. Okay, I want a machine to take some decisions based on the input data, right? So that is a part of which one artificial intelligence. For learning this artificial intelligence, there's only one language required. What is that you required? Python. So you are any graduate, and if you want to move towards artificial intelligence, okay, first you have to learn Python, and then you can go for what AI, that is artificial intelligence. Now, if you see almost all the robots are like Chat GPT is there. What is a Chat GPT? A robot, right? It is a robot. Chat GPT is a robot. And if you see Google search engine, it is also robot. Okay, and it means Google is using what Python for developing what search engines. It is also robot, right? And if you see spam and classification of all the mails, even that is done by robot. For example, you send a mail. So based on the mail, sometimes it is sent into the inbox, sometimes it is sent into what spam. But how it will do it, that is again depends on semantics, right? Okay, that is also part of which one artificial intelligence. Okay, and recommendation systems. If you see recommendation systems, it is also a part of which one artificial intelligence. Like suppose when you go for Amazon and you click on one product, okay, then try to it will try to it will try to show you the recommendations of similar products. All these are robots. All these are what robots, and all these robots, all the part of which one artificial intelligence, right? Yes, yes. Generative AI. Generative AI is nowadays very popular, right? So in AI, you have a ML, machine learning. You have a machine learning and you have a deep learning. Okay, okay. Machine learning, deep learning. Okay, machine learning is completely belongs to the data, and deep learning, which is belongs to what images, right? So machine learning, deep learning, and even you find generative AI. This is very demanding, right? Generative AI, all these are very demanding, right? Demanding technologies. Now, who can do this AI? Okay, AI, who can do this AI? Any graduate. So any graduate can go for this. Okay, any graduate who is willing to learn this. Okay, any graduate can go for this. Okay, Python AI, that is artificial intelligence. Okay, MLDL, and one more is what generative AI, right? Any graduate can go for this. I'm not telling this because you can even search the jobs related with this, right? Right, you can search for the jobs belongs to this year Google. Okay, so what you can do is, so are you getting what I'm telling you, all of you online students? uh, are you able to understand what I'm telling you? Okay, right. So most of the students, they think that Python means they just learn Python, but they're unable to choose a right path, right? They're unable to choose the right path. Means there'll be a question mark. There'll be a question mark, right? What to learn, because I finished graduation, what to learn? Okay. So because of that, I'm just giving you like what is the power of a Python is. Okay, now. So if you want me to talk about properties or power of a Python, okay, yes, because of no proper guidance, see, you'll waste time. You waste time and you learn so many technologies, and finally you don't get any job, right? So you should have a right path, right? First of all, you should have a right path so that you can choose right technology to get into the software industry, to get into job, to get a job, to get a job. That is very important. That is very, very important, right? Okay. So what I'm writing is here Django jobs. Okay, I'm saying Django jobs. Any, no Django jobs here. I'm just searching for, not now. Okay, now you can see Python Django jobs, Python Django developer. Okay, now you can see the package is some 6 lakhs to 12 lakhs. Okay, so maybe you are a fresher or experienced. Okay, you may be a fresher or what experience, right? See, if you learn multiple technology, no problem. If you learn multiple technology, no problem. So you can see backend developer, Python, Django, and REST API. So Python developer, okay, Docker, AWS, Azure, SQL, Django, and one more is Flask. Okay. So because I put some experience, okay, lead Python developer, Flask or Django. Python Django developer. Now, if you have a 5 years, okay, now what is the package? If you have a 5 years, now the package is 25 to what? 40 lakhs. Now, Python developer Django Flask, senior software developer, okay. Python developer Django Flask, Python Django developer, senior Django developer, Python developer Django Flask and JavaScript, Python developer Django Flask JavaScript is here. Okay, now you find a lot of things related with the Django, right? Okay, so Python developer Django and MySQL. So backend developer Python, Django and REST API. Senior full stack developer Python, Django and PostgreSQL, right? So to get into this kind of jobs, you have to go for what? You have to go for a full stack Python. If you learn this full stack Python, you can apply as a web developer. Okay. So this can done by any graduate. But now, if you are a BCom, then my suggestion is you go for business analyst or data analyst, right? So that is a backend. But to learn this Django Flask REST API, you must know which language, module 1 and module 2. That is Python, and Python for what? Data science. Python for data science. Any graduate, now any graduate can go for another course. Okay, that is automation. Okay, they can go for another, which is called as automation. So automation is like they can do Python with what here? Selenium. Okay, they can go for Python with Selenium. This is called as what here? Testing. Okay, Python Selenium. Okay, any graduate can do this. Okay, so those who are not interested much about programming, they can go for Python with Selenium. They can go for Python with what? Selenium. Selenium. Okay, Selenium is called a testing tool. What is Selenium is called as here? Testing tool, right? And any graduate, okay, can do. Any graduate can do. Okay, what is the next one? Is a data engineering, right? So data engineering, okay, data engineering, or you can call it as big data. Okay, for this you have to learn first Python, and you have to learn PySpark. Okay, PySpark, and you have to learn PySpark, and you have to learn which one? AWS, right? See, even there is a demand for AWS Python. Okay, AWS what here? Python. Yes. Yes, somebody is asking. So in real time, which things they test and how they test it? Uh, which thing they test? What is the meaning of testing? What is the meaning of testing it? Okay, what is the meaning of testing? What you are testing? Whether your code is working properly or not. How they check whether your code is working properly or not? By giving various inputs. By giving various inputs, they'll test it. Those are called as test cases, right? Okay, those are called test cases. Okay, those inputs are checked against all the test cases. If all the test cases pass, it means your code is working properly. If those test cases are failed, then your code is not working properly. But how they'll write these test cases? For that, they required one language. Okay, and this language can be either Python. Okay, this language. Yes, whatever you code you write, that code they test it by giving various inputs, and for every input they'll write one test case. Okay, for every input they'll write one test case. Okay, If all the test cases are passed, then it is your code is working properly. Otherwise, your code is not working properly. Then again, it will come to you only. So where you have to check the code and you have to verify the code, right? But how these test cases are written in by using one language, and that language can be what here? Python. Okay, na? Right. You can, any graduate can do Python with what? Selenium. You are a BCom or BA or anything. Okay. So because see, nowadays any graduate finally is coming to software only. Okay, you join in the engineering, but you are a mechanical or civil or EC or triple E or okay, some other stream, but finally you are coming to what? Software development only. You are not doing your own mainstream. You are not looking for a job in mainstream. Any stream you are doing it, finally you are coming to what? Software development only. So that's the reason even companies are not looking for you are you are a CS, you are CS, IT, no. So you are an engineer graduate, or if you are a graduate and if you have a knowledge, then definitely you will get a job. Okay, right. Now you can go for this data engineering or big data. But how this can be done? Python with PySpark and AWS. AWS Python, there is a lot of demand for nowadays. AWS Python is there. So you can check this. What you can do is AWS Python. So how Python is helpful in AWS? Yeah, you can go for uh, Timanshu. Okay, you can go for you learn Python and go for you learn tools like data business analytics tools or data analytics tools. If you learn it, then definitely you'll get a job. Okay, na? Timanshu, right? Okay, na? Right. But you have to learn first Python, right? Okay. AWS Python. Okay, AWS Python jobs. You can just look for Python AWS jobs. Now, AWS DevOps engineer, right? Okay. AWS Python and lead software engineer. Even people are looking for multiple technologies like Java, Python, and AWS, right? So I think you understood Tamanshu, right? So try to do Python and then go for data analyst or business analyst tools. Like you learn Power BI, okay, and learn one database, okay, then definitely you'll get a job. Okay, now, right? Yes. Now you have to choose the technology, right? Where these people can will not apply. Which people, engineers, I mean, B Tech people will not go for this Power BI and these tools. They don't do it. So if you are a BCom graduate or BA, okay, or MBA or BSc or pharmacy graduate, then what you do is you do the Python and use some tools like Power BI, or you go for data science tools, then getting into the company becomes very easy for you. Okay, na? Right. Uh, which skill would be good for a fresher for a job prospective? So that is based on your profile, right? That is I'm not saying that. See, I said a person is BCom or BA. Okay, BCom or BA. Okay, right. Then you can go for AI, artificial intelligence. Aditya, you can go for AI, data science and AI. So the future is completely data science and AI. You can go for that. Okay. So Python developer, you can see Python with AWS, right? So Python with AWS and Python AWS developer. Okay. And you can see here Python AWS senior developer and full stack developer Python with what? AWS as a backend, right? Yes, yes. The company hires the freshers. Yes, definitely, because fresher means, now what I want to tell you is fresher. So fresher always, So only Python means it is somewhat difficult to get a job. Only learning Python is difficult. Hanmantu, right? Only Python if you learn, then getting job is somewhat difficult. Okay, no. See, you have to do some specialization. Nowadays, companies looking for what specialized people. Nowadays, companies are looking for what specialized. Specialized means you have to do some specialization, right? Until unless you don't do specialization, okay, you don't get a job. You are specialized in what? Suppose even if you do Java also, you need to do some specialization. You are specialized in web, you are specialized in data sensor, you are specialized in ML, you are specialized in DL, you are specialized in generative AI, you are specialized in Selenium, you are specialized in data engineering. What you are specialized? If you do only Python, how you get it? You don't get it. Okay, so some specialization you have to do it because companies are looking for specialized people and you must to do some specialization. Definitely, suppose if you do full stack Python, right? Definitely you get a job as a see full stack Python gets various jobs. You can apply as a front end developer, you can apply as a back end developer, you can apply as a full stack developer. Okay, now if you do this course right, you can do all. I mean, you'll get a front end developer job also, you can get it. So because this is having multiples, right? Multiple technologies, you get a front end developer job, or you may get a back end developer job, you may get a full stack developer job also, right? Okay, so specialization is compulsory. See, most of the students they'll do only one language, and if they don't do anything else, getting job is somewhat difficult. So compulsory you have to do some specialization so that getting a job becomes very easy for you. Getting job becomes very easy for you if you don't do specialization. Compulsory you have to do some specializations. Okay, right. If you want to suppose a person want to learn AI, okay, a person want to learn AI, EC or anything here, or I say no, any graduate can learn EC or civil or mechanical, any IT and non-IT, anything, anything. Aditya, now you have to start with the Python only. Okay, if you want to become a data scientist or AI, you have to start with what Python only. First you learn Python. So these two modules you learn. This is called as a Python, and after that you can go for it, right? Okay, very good. Generative have done from Google. Yes, Varun Singh, very good, very good. Okay, you have a certification. Very good. Okay, yes, very good. I think Varun, you are my student, right? Varun, you are my student. You are my student. Yes, okay. Okay. Full stack you completed? No. Only Python, full stack? Okay. Only Python and then you move into generative AI. You learn AI, yeah? Okay. You applying jobs? Okay. Yes. So many companies are there, yeah, Aditya, right? Yeah, see, Python is one of the versatile programming language. I said, this is one of the versatile language by using which you can develop, okay, some beautiful applications. Okay, some beautiful applications you can develop. Graduation running. Okay, once you complete, you can apply it because you are a yes. Now this is a roadmap. Suppose the what is the roadmap? So what is the roadmap of? So what is a roadmap? So this is a roadmap. So this is a roadmap of AI, artificial intelligence. So anyway, first you have to learn which one? Python. First you have to learn Python. Then you have to do DS, okay, data science, and then so you should know one database. Database knowledge you should have, and third one is you should learn. Okay, what you have to learn is data science. Then next you can go for AI, that is artificial intelligence. Simple. So Python, one language. What is the language you have to learn? Python. And you should know one database, learn one database, and then go for data science and AI. And learn the basics of, okay, learn basics of cloud. Learn basics of cloud. Okay. If you learn all this, definitely you will get a job in AI. AI or data science and AI, anything. Okay, AI or data science and AI. So this is a simple roadmap. Okay. Okay, right. Not only that, see here, now any graduate now you are not, so any graduate can do this also. That is, you are doing some specialization, right? Cyber security. Okay, Python with what your cyber security. Okay, you can go for this also, right? Okay. So now see here. Yes. For example, now most of the people they'll be asking about, okay, tell me what question they asked, Monica. Monica, what question they asked? Tell me. See, internships, you can do it, no problem. Internships, you can do it. That internships tells you that what applications you developed in technology, right? So that is internship. Internship is it is just like developing some capstone projects, but those are not real-time projects, right? So that is what kind of projects you developed using that technology. That you can call it as a internships, right? Okay. If you do internship, it's good. But for doing internship, first you should learn technology. If you don't learn technology, then you cannot learn. I mean, you cannot do projects, right? You cannot do the projects. Okay, right? Fine. So anyway, any graduate can go for cyber security. Now, even most of the companies they are investing on cyber security. But some people may worried like how Python is used in cyber security for what year automation, or it is used as what scripting. Okay, and any graduate can go for, so they can go for blockchain. Okay, blockchain. So they can go for Python, and they can go for what year blockchain. How it is used in, again it is used as what scripting. It is used as what again? Scripting, right? Okay, so fine. Some question is there. If we take a list, in that list we pass the duplicates. By passing the duplicates in output, we have to get, if duplicates are present, you have to get true. Otherwise, we have to get a false. Very simple. Monica, it is very simple. Simple question. It is a simple question. One liner. One liner only. Okay, one liner. In one line, you can write it. by using comprehension. Without comprehension also you can do it. Okay. Without comprehension also you can do it. Okay. Now you want the code, code you want, okay. But this workshop is different, right? You're asking about code, okay, no problem. I'll tell you, otherwise you'll think that I don't know Python, right? Okay. If I don't tell your answer, right, you'll think that, array, sir, don't know Python. Yes, sir, no. Yes. Magic methods also there. We'll have workshop on that also. See here, there is a list, Monica, right? There is a list contain. So 1, 2, 1, 1, okay, 2, sorry. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. So what happened here? Now this is while adding a list, while adding into the list, now only. This is a list, right? Okay, now this is a list. Okay, list is having duplicates. Which are duplicated here? 1 is duplicated, 2 is also duplicated. But 3, 4, 5 are not duplicated, right? Okay. Okay, now you take unique elements. Unique means you convert, okay, this list into a set. Okay, set of list 1. So you take only unique elements, and I converted this into a list. Okay, I converted this into a list, and this is the output list, which is empty. So every time you read one value from list 1, and you count that. So list 1 dot. So list, every time you read one value from list 2, what list 2 is having unique values, right? So I'm writing a list 1 dot count value. If count is greater than or equal to 2, list 3 dot append. So what you append? True. If it is duplicated, you should add true. If it is duplicated, you should say true. Okay. You want value along with a true, then I'll say value comma true. I mean, I'm trying to put a tuple. Okay. So print list 3. So this is original list 1. Okay, now if you run this code, right, now you can see 1 true and 2 true. Okay, now how many values are duplicated here? 2. One is duplicated and 2 is also duplicated. Okay, now this is output. You want this kind of output? Very simple. Can write in one line also, but for your understanding, I have written different way. Okay, right. So anyway, now this is about some introduction I've given about. So a lot of things I want to tell you. Okay, generally, so I want to tell you a lot of things about the power of Python. I want to tell you a lot of things about Python. Okay, a lot of things I want to tell you about Python, but now because of this time span, time duration, right? So I said some of the points related with what Python, but there are a lot of features are there in Python. Okay, a lot of things are there. You don't know generally what is the power of Python. Okay, I said some of them, but lot of things are there related with Python. Maybe in the next workshop, I'll talk about more about this Python. So which may not, which you don't know. So that I'll tell you more, right? Maybe in the next workshop, maybe I'll tell you that. Okay, right. But anyway, this is useful for you? Like what I said about this workshop? This is useful or not? All of you? Okay, this is useful? This is useful? Online students? Okay, okay. But I want to tell you more. I want to tell more. No, not like that. Fresher means you learn one language. Fresher means you learn one language. First, you have to remove from your mind. Okay, I'm a fresher means freshers are still getting job. If you put in your mind, I'm a fresher, I'm not getting a job means you'll not get it. Think positive. Don't think negative. If you think negative, always you are in negative only. Think positive. Okay, do it and go into the market. Okay. So without weapons, if you go into the market, what you'll get? You don't get anything. Okay, you'll be wasting time. Okay, na. So don't waste your time. Don't. So that is what. Do one thing. Okay, perfectly and go into the market. Okay, perfectly you have to learn. Okay. If you don't learn perfectly and if you are saying not getting a job means you don't get it. Think positive. Why you're thinking negative? Okay. So many freshers are there. Lakhs of freshers are there. Lakhs of freshers. Crores freshers are there every year. Yes or no? Lot of freshers are there. So many freshers are there. Right? So yes, we'll discuss that. Why Python is a dynamic. These are the things what I want to tell you generally. But because of time time constraint, okay, I just concluded here only. I want to take training Python with cyber security. If you join cyber security, they'll tell you Python. Okay. Okay. Na? First, you have to do cyber security. Okay. And in cyber security, they'll teach some basics of Python. Okay. Now, if you want complete Python knowledge, you join Python. Then go for cyber security. Okay. Right. So, anyway, thank you. Okay. So, I'll plan for one more workshop where we see more features of Python language. Hidden features. Hidden features are hidden things related with Python. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So we'll see in the next workshop. Right. So when means I'll schedule it. When means I'll schedule it. When means I'll schedule. Don't worry. I'll share it. I'll share in my Telegram. Please join this Telegram. This is my Telegram. You can join in my Telegram. Okay. And yes. Those who are interested in joining my batch, okay, so there is a full stack Python batch in the morning 7:15 a.m. Okay, new batch I started 7:15 a.m. to okay 8:50 a.m. Okay, so you can join this course. This is full stack Python, and you can also learn only Python. Okay, yes, those who are interested they can come into this batch. Okay, na right. So thank you. See you in the next workshop. Right. Thank you.